My beloved, stop for one moment. Do not listen to this while your hand is already reaching for the next distraction. Put the noise down. Breathe. Because I am not here today to give you another comforting sentence that you admire, save, and forget. I am here to ask you a question your heart has been avoiding. How much longer will you ask me for a sign after I have already shown you the path? You have prayed for clarity, yet when clarity asked you to change, you called it confusion. You asked for peace, yet continued returning to the people, habits, and thoughts that steal it. You asked me to open a door, but kept one hand wrapped around the door I asked you to close. Beloved, this is not condemnation. It is love refusing to flatter your excuses. You are not weak, you are divided. One part longs to move forward, another negotiates with what is familiar. Every time you say tomorrow, you give fear another day. Today, let that negotiation end. On the field of Kurukshetra, Arjuna did not suffer because he lacked wisdom. He suffered because the truth before him demanded action. He wanted certainty without discomfort, duty without grief, and a path that would not cost him anything. But dharma is not always the road that feels easiest. Often it is the road that leaves you unable to keep betraying what you know. I did not ask Arjuna to become fearless before he acted. I asked him to see clearly, surrender the fruit of action, and take the next rightful step. I ask the same of you now. Not 10 steps, not a perfect life by sunset. One honest step that your soul can recognize. Before I give you the bigger instructions, understand this. Transformation isn't about hearing guidance, it's about acting on it. There's a link in the description to buy me a coffee, or can send a humble super thanks. This isn't about the money, it's about whether you're willing to take a small action when you're being called to move. Because the same pattern repeats. Ignore the small nudges, dismiss the little instructions, and eventually you start ignoring the bigger ones too. So choose right now. Stay passive and repeat the pattern, or take one small step forward. Click that link. Give whatever feels genuine to you, not to prove anything to me, but to prove to yourself that when guidance comes, you're willing to act. Don't just listen, move. Your transformation begins with what you do next. Return to your own life if you've done. Now, beloved, here are your instructions. First, name what is draining your life. Do not hide behind a general answer. Name it precisely. Is it the relationship in which you keep shrinking? The late-night habit that leaves your mind clouded? The endless comparison? The anger you rehearse until it feels like identity? The financial avoidance you disguise as patience? Say its name. Then, within the next 24 hours, take one concrete action. Send the message, cancel the subscription, remove the number, schedule the appointment. Tell the truth. A pattern loses power when it is met by a decision. Second, meet me before you meet the world. For the next 30 mornings, give me 10 undivided minutes before you touch social media, news, or work. Sit quietly, chant my name, read a verse from the Gita. Pray honestly without performing holiness. If your mind wanders, return. If you miss a morning, do not turn one mistake into surrender. Begin again that same day. Discipline is not punishment. It is how devotion becomes visible in time. Third, guard the doorway of your mind. For 7 days, observe everything you consume. Notice which voices leave you agitated, ashamed, jealous, or numb. Unfollow what profits from your insecurity. Step away from outrage that disguises itself as awareness. Replace 30 minutes of empty consumption with something that strengthens discernment, scripture, music, learning, silence, or a real conversation. What enters repeatedly eventually begins speaking in your voice. Choose your inner company wisely. Fourth, release one resentment, but do not confuse forgiveness with permission. You may forgive and still keep a boundary. You may release hatred and still refuse contact. Write the person's name. Beneath it, write, "What happened mattered. What I learned will remain, but I will no longer carry this pain as my identity." Then tear the paper and sit in silence. Do not force an emotion you do not yet feel. Forgiveness may begin as a decision and become peace gradually. Your task today is not to erase the past. It is to stop offering the past your future.
Fifth, invest in the healing you keep postponing. This does not mean spending recklessly or hiring anyone who promises transformation. Honor your growth with practical commitment. Compare qualified therapists. Join the class you researched. Buy the book and read it. Create a realistic health plan. Ask a mentor for guidance. Choose an investment within your means, then place it on your calendar. Your worth is not measured by what you purchase, but your priorities are revealed by what receives your time, attention, and resources. Beloved, you do not need a harsher life. You need a more truthful one. Create structure that protects what matters. A consistent waking time, 10 minutes of morning devotion, one important task completed before distraction, and 5 minutes of evening reflection. Ask yourself, where did I act from courage today? Where did fear make my choices? Do not use the answer to attack yourself. Use it to return, and choose companions who respect your dharma, not people who control you, shame you, or demand obedience, but people who can lovingly say, "This is not the life you told me you wanted." Accountability without compassion becomes cruelty. Compassion without honesty becomes permission to remain asleep. Seek both. Now, I want you to make one declaration, not for me, but so your intention takes form. In the comments, write, "Krishna, I am ready. Today I will..." Fill the blank with one specific action.
Not change my life. Say, book the appointment. Begin 10 minutes of prayer. Set the boundary, or release the resentment. Let your words become a witness to your decision. Then set a reminder for tomorrow at this same time. Let it ask, did my action honor what I said? If the answer is yes, continue. If the answer is no, do not disappear into shame. Act when the reminder appears. The purpose of truth is not to humiliate you, it is to free you. Remember this. I am not asking you to surrender your judgment to a video, a teacher, or any person claiming divine authority. I am calling you to awaken discernment, to test guidance against dharma, compassion, wisdom, and reality. My voice does not need to frighten you into obedience. It reminds you of the courage already seated within you. You have waited long enough for a version of yourself who never feels afraid. That person is not coming, but you are here, breathing, listening, capable of one brave action before this day ends. So rise, beloved. Close what must be closed. Begin what must be begun. Release what has occupied your heart without paying rent. Meet me in the stillness tomorrow morning, and then carry that stillness into the noise of the world. Do not promise me perfection. Give me your presence. Give your life your honesty, and give this moment one action worthy of the soul you are becoming. I walk with you, but the next step must move through your feet. Jai Shri Krishna.